so proudly we hail, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets restless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
What's going on, guys? How are ya? It's a repeat back, and it is Thursday night. That means it's time for the Cup guys to take their laps around Martinsville Speedway, home of the Little Pink Hot Dog. I think it's going to be a great race. Looking forward to it. Of course, it's a Cup race night, so that means that $80 is on the line tonight. That's right, $80 Microsoft Cash is on the line. If you could be the first one out there to give me the correct top three that I'll be talking to at the end of this race. HD Motorsports will not be with me tonight. I'll be flying solo, but I do have the help of the one and only Master Killer and probably Q-Dog as well to keep tabs of your votes and make sure that if you do pick and it's slightly off, you might have to pick something else. So Master Killer and Q-Dog, thank you very much for all of your help. But yeah, this is the final race in the eliminator round of the 2020 chase for the NNR series. That's right, we saw the trucks get it done, we saw the Xfinity guys get it done, and tonight it's all about these Cup guys, and I think it's going to be a great show. Back in the spring race, I actually went back and I watched the beginning, the middle, and the end, and forgot all about. That was the first time that I learned that OBS cannot handle 3 streams at one time, and it crashed on me. And I had to come on back, and yeah, we were able to get it done, and it ended up being the top 3 there were Aviator, he almost lapped the field, almost like completely lapped the field. Boehner came in second, and Rowdy came in third. Aviator's going to be very strong. Boehner got it done in the Xfinity by a long shot, and Rowdy, he sent out a tweet saying he was, if he had to, he was gonna put that chrome horn to a lot of use. So man, I don't doubt it one bit. Glad to see a bunch of y'all already out there getting your picks in. It all started with the one and only Papa Bear, Q Dog, Master Killer, of course, Leafs Justin, John Fry, Awesome Mama Bear. Unfortunately, I'll be without your brother tonight, but again, Fatless Dig, Cassidy B. And let's see, Worm Rider, how are you, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it's man, I'm excited for this. The guys are in the middle of qualifying right now. As always, you still see that blue banner on top of the screen, thanking Madison Rising for allowing NNR to use their version of the national anthem at the start of every single one of these NNR series races. They've given us that permission ever since Daytona, and here we are about to wrap up the season. We got one race tonight, and then it's on to Atlanta Motor Speedway next week. Now, guys, this jackpot, this lottery, this pool, whatever you want to call it, this purse has grown every single week. It started off at $5. Nobody won it for a couple weeks. Then said J-Paw came over and said, you know what, I'm going to sweeten the deal. He added $25 into it. Boehner said, you know what, if he can do that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add $25. And instantly it was $60. And then I think it was 1 week, everybody, or the people had the top two, but nobody had JPI, or not JPI, JCX 12. So of course the pot rolled over. Then the next week, nobody had Dohar. So of course it rolled over again. And then last week, nobody had a more smoke. So guess what? Here it is. Now we're up to $80. $80 Microsoft Cash. It could really buy you quite a bit, and man, it's gonna be a great thing. But as for these Madison Rising guys, please go on over, look them up on YouTube, look them up on Spotify, like them, follow them. They've got a hell of a playlist to listen to. If you like just the lead singer from them, he's actually gone his own way. His name is Dave Bray. He goes by Dave Bray USA. In fact, I'm gonna show you something. I went on to his website just about a week ago, and I ordered my own shirt, and yeah, that's let's see if I can't get it in the shot there. There we go. Old School Patriot. That is absolutely me. This is off Dave Bray USA's website. I think it was like $26. Real soft material. It's really nice. So yeah, go on over. They've got a lot, and I think it's for every purchase. You also get a CD, which is pretty cool as well. That's around here somewhere. But after I got the CD, I went to realize, you know what? I don't have anything in my house except for my Xbox that I can actually play a CD on. Isn't that ridiculous? How far we've come. But so yeah, one more time, make sure you go on over, give Madison Rising and Dave Bray USA both a big listen. Give them a big old thumbs up, and thank them for their continued support for all of the first responders, fire, police, EMS, everybody. And yeah, that's gonna be that story. It looks like they are about ready to go. So we're going to get that off the screen. I just saw J-Paw's invite here, which means they're going to be loading in. They should take 2 pace laps. Guys, please give Master Killer just a second. He's got a lot to look at, a lot to go over, trying to catch up. Definitely appreciate his time and his patience in going over them all. But here we are, loading into the paperclip, Martinsville Speedway. Grab your hot dogs, settle on down with whatever beverage you choose, and yeah, it's going to be one hell of a race. Again, I think we've got 13 cars out here, if I'm mistaken. And what's up, Leafs? How are you, sir? Yeah, I think we got about 13 people, 13 drivers out here tonight. The points are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Right now, we're going to go through your field, starting with the 48 of the Aviator. Again, he about lapped the entire field here in the spring, so expect him to be very, very strong. Got the 9 car of Amore Smoke. He knows that he's going to be racing next week at Atlanta for a championship. The 11 of Ingalls. It's good to see him get a great starting position tonight. 36 of Boehner. He came in second here in the spring. The 18 of Rowdy. He came in third here in the spring, so expect him to be strong. Stout and Rowdy are battling for that last place on points, so expect them to go back and forth a little bit. Here's the 8 of Smitty, the 3 of JCX12, 35 of Dan the Lawn Man, 88 of Joe Hart, 22 of J-Pa, 4 car of Natty Dread, 00 of Augustus, and 42 of CGMX Rose, and we are back up front ready to take them. And man, these two up front, Aviator should be good on points. Amore Smoke knows by virtue of his win at Michigan, he's ready to go. Coming to the restart zone, it's going to be the 48, 9, 11, and the 36 going to take us green. Side by side, 48 and the 9, side by side, 11 and 36, and they're not going to let up. They're going to stay side by side. 48 looks like he got a great launch off the corner, so the 9's just going to fall right in with the, but 11 looks like he was able to get a little bit of a fender underneath the 9, pushed him up track. Rowdy might try to do the same thing with the 36 of Boehner. Boehner is also one of those ones trying to fight through on points, but he needs some help. He's got to have some great stage finishes if he wants any part of this championship hunt. Again, he came in second in the spring race. I absolutely think he can do it. So we're going to kind of work back through the field, take a look at all these guys trying to duke it out, fight out. Now, it's funny, the first time I saw this 18 car with all that damage, it's like, man, what happened? Did he stack them up on a restart or something like that? No, it's actually the paint scheme. I think that's actually really, really cool. Let's see. Ingalls, now Ingalls, I tell you what, Ingalls might be a sleeper. He's worked his way up here just a little bit, got past a few guys. Ingalls is like last in points. He's 102 points behind CGMX Rose. He could still win it. Gohart could win it. Of course, Rowdy, Boehner. I mean, so many of these people are strong every single week. As you see, Ingalls kind of slapped that wall just a little bit, but able to hold on to it. Rowdy may be able to get a little fender underneath. Have to see if Rowdy's going to stick to his word, as he said on Twitter, and possibly use that bumper. But it's still only stage 1, still a whole lot of time. We're going to rack and stack them back up here a few times. NNR is not known for their race cautions. Usually they go caution free, so we'll have to see if that's exactly what happens again yet tonight. I want to thank everybody that's out there right now, that's coming out, hanging out, casting your vote. Definitely appreciate you out there in chat, talking it up. Yeah, Worm Rider, I absolutely think that Master Kill is going to need a little something after this race tonight. Cassidy B giving a big old shout out to J-Pa Army. The 22 of J-Pa is here in the field somewhere. I'll actually go ahead and find the man right now. J-Pa is actually the guy responsible for a very, very large majority of the purse that all of y'all are chasing. Now, don't forget that purse, you have to have your final pick in before the end of stage 2. Once that green and white checkered flag flies for stage 2, that's it. Voting's closed. And the results of stage 3, and the end of the race, depending on who I'm talking to here in the booth, whoever picks the correct top 3 and is still here in chat, whoever's still here in race, keeping an eye on things as they unfold. That's who I'll be picking. If that person's not here, the money rolls over to Atlanta Motor Speedway next week. So, Worm Rider saying Stout Whiskey for the win. That's a hell of a pick, I gotta say. Combat Beast, how are you, sir? Good to see you as well. But yeah, J-Pa, he gave most of the purse that we've got to give away. Boehner gave away the rest. So between those two, yeah, $80 up for grabs tonight. If, again, that's a big if, somebody can pick the correct top three. Nobody's been able to do it for weeks, so we'll have to see how it plays out. Well, back up front here with the 48, looks like he still has the 11 of Ingalls behind him. Then I see Rowdy, and I think that's going to be the 9. But just like in the spring, Ingalls is starting to walk away slowly but surely. This Ally 48 camo machine up front in the wind, and I think that said, about 30 laps left here in stage one as they continue to fight. A little bit of a battle between the 18 and the 11. Looks like the 18 is going to have the preferred line. He's just got to try to keep to the inside of the 11 without giving too much of a hole there to the 9 of a more smoke. Rowdy looks like he got a pretty decent jump off the corner. Ingalls going to wash up just a little bit. 9's had to fill the hole that was created, but the 11 was also able to get a pretty good jump. So behind the 9's going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey, then a little distance back to the 36 of Boehner. So right now it's going to be the 48, 18, 11, 9, 2, and 36 is going to be your top 6. Cole 315, good to see you out there, sir. Hoping to see you on track again next year. Still working our way through. There's the 36 of Boehner. Again, Boehner did a phenomenal job on Tuesday night in the Xfinity Series. He was able in Stage 3 to save about, 12 laps of fuel, and was able to just get it done after a late caution came out. Yeah, he got it done. He was already he was good on points, but he really had the hope that we didn't have another first-time winner. So next Tuesday night between 8:30 and 9 o'clock Eastern, it's going to be Boehner, Asbel, Parzival, and Fatless Dig. Those 4 will be racing for their first ever NNR championship. But Boehner actually has a chance to run for 2, being in the Xfinity and the Cup, just like Asbel has a chance to race for 2 in the truck and Xfinity. But he's going to have a lot of pressure in that truck series. We're going to keep working on through. Again, 8 back up to the 18 of Rowdy. Looks like let's see if we can get a glimpse of that 48 as he comes off the corner. Yep, he's got an eye on that 48 as he comes across the line. The 48's in the middle of the turn, so it seems like Rowdy's got a pretty good run as he gets further and further on in this green flag run. 2 car looks like he was also able to get by that 11 of Ingalls, so move the 2 of Stout up to about P4. But it looked like Ingalls is going to give him a little bit more of a challenge. Guys, if you're brand new to NNR, this is their Cup Series. This is the one sole channel for all 3 of their series, whether it's the trucks on Sunday night, Xfinity on Sunday, or the Cups every Thursday night. If you're new, please go on up, smash that follow button, hit the subscribe if you can. Make sure you leave notifications on so you know every time we go live. Next week is championship week for all 3 series. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So not only will it be NNR getting their races in, but we'll also have the last week of the Pro Invitational on Monday night right around 9 o'clock, which Stout Whiskey is actually a part of. He's leading the NNR bunch through that. Let's see. Here's the 8 cars. To me, it's an interesting looking paint scheme. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Not quite sure if it's a throwback or what it is, but it's a pretty nice looking scheme. Kind of pops. Rock NASCAR, good to see you, sir. Great to see you. Guys, I want to tell you about this guy, Rock. All right, he reached out a while back and said, Pete, I want to do something special for the NNR Cup Series at the end of the season. He goes, what do you? He goes, you know what? I got 1 year Xbox Live for whoever the Cup Series champion is, and yeah. So talk about a guy. He recently dished out, I want to say 6 other Xbox Live year subscriptions. I was actually the recipient of one of them, and so was Dohar. So was quite a Frozen Toes and I mean, there were a bunch of them. So, Rock, you are a gentleman, scholar, and man, I definitely appreciate you and the community that you're trying to rebuild around NASCAR Heat 4 as we get further and further into Heat 5. All right, here's a little bit further back in the pack, 35 of Dan the Lawn Man. Dan no longer in the chase, but still here every single week. He's gotten stronger and stronger as the season has gone on. He was in a booth with me several weeks back, and he said, Pete, at the beginning of the season, I got used up until he changed his driving style. He teamed up with Stout Whiskey and J-Pod and whatnot, and he's been doing amazing ever since. Q-Dog saying scheme looks like a Virginia Tech theme. You know what? I think, yeah, I think you're right. That could be a pretty decent little hokey scheme. I think you're spot on. A little bit of a battle here between the 00 of Augustus and the three of JCX12. JC's right now behind the 88 of Dohar. We're going to take it 3 wide. Dohar kind of put himself up in a wall. I'm not sure if he's saving a little gas or what he's doing. Rock, thank you again for those bits, man. You're just flat awesome. Thank you, buddy. Going to keep on going through. 4-car Natty Dread, another one. Natty is he's another one that's here every week. Showed a lot of promise earlier in the season. Looks like his 4-car right now is just a little bit loose as he's getting lapped by the 48 right now. But no sense in contesting it. We're starting to see more and more people file down pit road. I think the first one I saw head down that way was actually the 22 of J-Pot, so he probably cut the what's called right in half, or the stage. There we go, right in half. It looks like we got 31 laps remaining that time by. So I'm gonna guess the earlier amount that I saw was something completely different. I'm not quite sure what that was, but yeah, we're gonna keep on going. 88 again of Dohart. Looks like he's having some issues, maybe with the brake pedal or what. I'm not sure. Maybe just making sure he gave enough room to the 48 to go ahead and fly on by. So now the 88 of Dohar and the 4 of Natty Dread are 1 lap down. There's probably a few others because I don't think that I don't think that the Aviator's actually gone ahead and taken it down pit road as of yet. Here's the 42 of CGMX Rose with the 11 of Ingalls. Now Ingalls seems like he might be falling back through the pack there just a little bit. I'm going to try to grab us a running order the next time Boehner comes on by. Or maybe a different menu. Yeah, 28 laps to go. These guys are flying around this track about 28 seconds. The Xfinity guys were in the mid 21s to 22s, and the trucks were 23 and a little later. Actually, it looks like the Aviator is streaming as well, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up his stream. Just kind of switch over for a second. And he's showing 26, but he doesn't have a top 5. Yeah, Worm, I couldn't agree with you more. We need that lap counter. I messaged 704 and the new guy in charge of all that, saying, hey, can we get the lap counter correct or fixed? Can we get the so right now it just says 0-0 on Heat 5, no matter what stream you go to. And the position tracker, there we go, is also way wrong. It's not right either. So right now with the 9 of Amore Smoke. Yeah, absolutely. The 9 of Amore Smoke, he's right here with Natty Dread as well. These two are actually golfing buddies. Pretty cool. I guess Natty is one hell of a golfer, and Amore Smoke's been picking up some pretty good tips and tricks from the man. So they both live in the greater outer Charlotte, North Carolina area. So yeah, they're able to get together and try to work on their golf game. Back to the 36 of Boehner. He's got the double O of Augustus right in his path. 18 of Rowdy, 2 cars Stout Whiskey. I'm going to guess that these guys are definitely within that top 5 still. We know that a more smoke is in front of them all, so I'm guessing at some point these guys might have got together just a little bit. Rowdy looks like he might be just a little loose. Coming off the corners, trying not to steer too far in and having to drive all the way off so that back end doesn't slide on out on him. Stout Whiskey and Dohar's gonna go ahead and give him plenty of room. Dohar definitely came to race, but at first I thought maybe he's just saving a little bit of gas, but it seems like he's falling further and further back. We saw him getting into the wall a few laps ago. And just there, you saw the 18 get on by him as well. 35 with Dan the Lawman getting underneath the 9. I'm going to guess that Dan is probably pit. 9 has not pit yet. Again, not 100% sure. We kind of lose track as we go along. Again, I'll go ahead and pull up Boehner's stream yet again. Looks like he's got a few people in there watching. He's got 18 laps remaining deep in the run. Looks like he's still running 9s. He's in P6 right now, and it looks like Aviator has put him a lap down already. So Boehner back in 6th. Aviator, that means Aviator right now has lapped everybody but the top 5. 17 laps remaining in stage number 1. So you know Boehner wants to stay as close as he can to that 48 to make sure that when that stage ends or if a caution comes out, he becomes or is the first car 1 lap down and can keep this rolling. Again, guys, this is just the ending part of stage number 1. We still got all of stage number 2 to go. Please be sure to make sure you get your pick in. Don't miss out on 80 bucks Microsoft Cash. I've got all the codes sitting right here, and that is something I gotta apologize for. Whoever wins this, just like I said last week, you're gonna be entering codes for a couple hours because there's a lot of them. So man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. 22 with J-Paw's definitely got some damage on the front of that hood. I didn't see that damage when he went into the pit zone. This has definitely been a new development for that 22. J-Paw's not part of the chase, but has absolutely gotten stronger and stronger as the weeks have gone by. Him, Stout Whiskey, as well as Dan the Lawn Man. 42 CGMX Rose, just saw him race a little bit ago. Road America in the Pro League. But right now, still all about this guy right here, the Aviator. And see the 18 of Rowdy. He's just gone ahead and pulled down onto pit road. So let's see. Ingall's coming off as the 8 of Smitty goes on by. Yeah, there's definitely no track to follow, no apron to follow to come right back up on the track. Once you get to those barrels, you got to cut it right as slight as you can without pulling up into traffic. So good move by the 8 to avoid him, and good job by the 11 to keep it on the bottom. 36 of Boehner now working to the inside, but the 8 on that with those brand new tires, he's going to be able to just pull away. 36 is kind of slowing up. It's kind of making me think he's absolutely clutching it all the way around. 10 laps remaining here in the first stage. You know, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the Aviator. See where he sits. Right now he's showing in 4th place. 2nd place is Boehner, 3rd is JX12, 4th is the Aviator, 5th is Stout Whiskey, and 6th is NNR Rowdy. Rowdy is the first car, 1 lap down. Stout Whiskey is about 14 seconds behind the leader. So the guy that's in front of the 36 right now, actually trying to. All right, so the leader right now actually just went across the start stripe. So I almost wonder if nope, it's leader is a custom car. So I'm almost wondering if maybe the leader right now isn't this 9 car of a More Smoke. We'll have to let me see if I can get a better idea of where they are on track. Let me look behind these guys. Nope, don't see the 48 of the Aviator back there. Um, JC right now is in second. All right, there we go. Looks like it got sorted out now. Whoever was in the lead has gone down pit road. So move Boehner up to P1, JCX P2, Aviator P3, Stout Whiskey fourth, and Augustus in this 8 car right here. He is your 5th place driver, and I think Rowdy's probably still going to be your 6th. Okay, Combat Beast, thank you, sir. Yeah, I've been kind of switching between the two. A little bit harder to keep track with all these guys when they don't have that part of the menu up. So, again, thank you very much, Boehner and the Aviator, both of you, for streaming tonight, allowing me to have somewhat of a clue. Let's go ahead and catch up with this 36. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch my switch back over to Boehner. Now Boehner was riding in 6th, and it looks like through all in all he's been able to save enough gas through a whole lot of clutching, so that extra track time that he got the other night during the Xfinity race has really paid off for the guy. I mean, he just drove away. Looks like we got a caution out? No, okay, no, that's the end of stage 1. All right, so something happened there. But, yeah, Boehner's going to bring it home first. So max stage points for him. Aviator second. Stout Whiskey third. Augustus fourth. JC fifth. Rowdy sixth. Rose seventh. Dan the Lawman eighth. More Smoke ninth. And Dohar in 10th with Ingalls, Smitty, Natty Dread, and J-Pa. Going to round out your top 14. That's going to be everybody through the field. Again, I think everybody except for the top 3. So just Boehner, Aviator, and Whiskey. Stout Whiskey were on the lead lap right there. So I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the stream that in the spring race, the Aviator won, put almost everybody on the track a lap down. Then it was Boehner second and Rowdy third. Well, look who finished first and second right there. As we're going to go take them back green. 36 and the 2 is Stout Whiskey. They're going to stay side by side. Looks like the 36 of Boehner may have the preferred line. Have to see just how deep the 2 of Stout Whiskey wants to dive that car into the corner. Got a hell of a jump off the corner. Got the 48 of the Aviator right behind him. Now the 36 is going to keep that 2 car washed up just a little bit. 48 of the Aviator might try to fill that hole as soon as it continues to form. 35 of Dan the Lawman back there. He's a little high, so the 18 may try to look underneath him. Again, this is the start of stage 2. You only have until the end of this stage in order to get your final picks in. But right now it's going to be the 36 of Boehner, 2 car Stout Whiskey, 48 of the Aviator, 35 Dan the Lawman, and 18 of Rowdy. That's going to be your top 5, but only the first 3 cars are actually on the lead lap. Let's actually get up with this this 48, kind of take a ride around this place on the hood. I haven't done this yet tonight as he's trying to stay in the tire tracks of this 2 and 36. Go ahead and crank it up, fellas. All right, there's a lap or two courtesy of the 48 of the Aviator. Saw him able to dive it on in, outbrake the 2 car going into the corner. Now he's got the 36 of Boehner right in his his windshield. Definitely wants to track him down, run on, grab some points. I'll grab a lap count next time Boehner comes on by. Right now he's got the best view of that flag stand from P1, 48 right behind him, and looks like Stout has stayed right where he was. Looks like the 18 of Rowdy has been able to move up 1 position. 56 more laps to lock down stage number 2. Again, I want to thank every single body that's out there that came out to race tonight. Hope you enjoyed the pro league races this evening. We saw Track Bar go ahead and get it done on the Xbox side. And I'll tell you what, at the end of the race, Rock NASCAR put a message in the chat saying that you're looking at the $10,000 man. Because Track Bar has won 5 races so far in the Pro League, each race was worth $2,000. So, yeah, that man is getting paid if you think about it. Last year, everybody, I believe, they got a $500 check per race. This year, they've made winning all that more important. I mean, as the Pro League, you want to win anyway, but, man, yeah, $2,000 to the winner, $1,000 to second. I believe it's $500 to third. Nobody wants to race for second, though. Everybody wants to win. Still going through. Here's a 9 of Amour's Smoke. Again, Amour is a lap down, but Amour is just out here right now going through the motions. Next week when we get to Atlanta, he's racing for a championship. He doesn't have to worry about a thing. He can just come out here, log these laps. Whatever happens during the stages or whatever happens with these bonus points, it doesn't matter. Next week when we get to Atlanta Motor Speedway, all that is out the window. Everybody starts at 0. There's no bonus points for leading stages or anything like that. It's all mono, and the guy that finishes first or the highest finishing championship driver is going to be the one that's going to go ahead and claim it. So again, guys, I know that a bunch of you have gotten your votes on in. Thank you all very much for being patient with Master Killer. He's done a phenomenal job. So is Q-Dog. These last few weeks keeping ahead of the votes. I know that the chats were going on for a little bit. I assure you that he did his best to keep up with you. Remember, you do have to be here at the end of the race in order to claim that cash. So we'll see. Right now, I'm guessing something happened with Boehner because I see now the 18's up there. So is the 2-car Stout Whiskey and the 11 of Ingalls. Looks like the 48 of the Aviator. He has resumed the lead. I'll go ahead and grab a lap count again. Let's see, right now Boehner's got about 34 laps of fuel in the tank. I can tell you that the way he just went high in that corner, I have a feeling he's probably already saving. So there's 47 laps to go, 34 in the tank. I don't think he can save 13 laps. But man, he said, well, I take that back. He saved 12 in the Xfinity race. But I'm not necessarily a fan of that kind of racing. I'd rather do what all these other people are doing, is really, really lay it on the line. Stout and Coey will really have to get with any other series admins and do whatever they've got to do to make sure that the racing comes down to the guy that is actually getting it done. Working on his setup for the long run, not the guy that can save the most amount of fuel. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate Boehner. I think he can definitely drive these cars, but you got to get up and go. Murder Mittens, good to see you. Rowdy right now, he's actually doing pretty well. He's up here in P2, right in front of Stout Whiskey. The only car that's ahead of Rowdy is the 48 of the Aviator, so that's your top 3. Aviator, Rowdy, Stout Whiskey. Behind Stout's going to be the 11 of Ingalls. Behind 11 of Ingalls, not 100% sure. High right back. Looks like 2's going to be able to get on by old Rowdy. So, and looks like the 11 of Ingalls is going to be able to follow suit. 35 of Dan the Lawn Man is also back there. A little bit of contact there between the 11 and the 18. 11's going to be able to go ahead and take that position. 18's got to try to regroup, get back into it. As you can see, Rowdy is actually the guy furthest back that still has a mathematical chance of making it to Atlanta Motor Speedway. You see the 18 dodge the 11 after he hit the wall, so good hands by that 18 to avoid possibly a bigger wreck and even more damage. So good job. Wreck avoidance 101. You see the 4-car Natty Dread pulling down on pit road right now. A little bit of a battle here between the 3 and the 00. I believe that the 3-car JCX12 is actually in P3. I don't think he's actually lost too many positions. Last time he went on by Boehner, at least that's where he was. Going to keep on flying through here as we see our fearless leader Coey hop online. Guessing something happened. Hey, family and life and family first. That's kind of what I always say. 4-car's going to work his way off pit road. As you see the 48 of the Aviator go driving on by. Looks like J-Paw was able to get that hood damage. Shout out J-Paw Army. Q-Dog and Mashed Killer and Cheeseburger did a phenomenal job on Tuesday night. And Cole or Q-Dog, he's been getting faster and faster and faster. He actually almost could have won Michigan. He had a great setup and a whole lot of help from the rest of the Army to try to get him to advance, but it just didn't happen. I see the 11 of Ingalls was around right there, and he was on track. There's really no off track here, but it looks like we're going to stay green, and 36 laps remaining. 36 laps remaining. Again, Aviator, he is mathematically in. There wasn't really anybody that's going to be able to catch him. So, as far as points go, I mean, you see them scroll across the bottom there. Aviator 34 back. Next behind him was Amore Smoke, and Amore is racing for a championship. So it goes from 34 to 53. So you're talking a great 20-point difference there. And this 48's up front. I think he finished second or third in stage 1, and right now he's leading the pack. He's going to try to put this 22 a lap down. 22 being the driver he is, he's going to go ahead and let the 48 go. He knows that he's faster, racing, trying to race in maybe for a win to grab a championship. Again, at least 2 guys will transfer in off of points if the Aviator doesn't win tonight. So good for these guys. Q-Dog, man, you are absolutely welcome, and you're 100% right. It was one fun season. I'm definitely looking forward to next year. And from what I understand, a lot of the guys from NAOR may be working their way over to NNR, so it should be a whole lot of fun. Worm Rider looks like he's going to go ahead and change up his picks. He's saying Rowdy, Stout Whiskey, and the Aviator. Very, very solid picks. Again, Rowdy came in third in the spring race. Stout Whiskey, I think he was in the top 5, but the Aviator won it all, knocked it out of the park, and had just about the entire field a lap down. So 48's out here showing his power yet again. There is the Deuce, old MGD car, Miller Genuine Draft car. Old Rusty Wallace throwback for the 2-car of Stout Whiskey. I'm going to go ahead and slip on over to the Aviator stream, as it looks like we got 29 laps to go. Yep, right at the line there with the Aviator is 28. Aviator's going to go ahead and try to put the 11 of Ingall's a lap down. Go figure. The 11 was showing some promise earlier. He was up inside the top 5. Now he's all the way back to 10th. I'm going to guess he's got some damage on the on that thing, and just been kind of nursing it around. But the 48 is just way too fast, way too strong. He's not going to be able to hold up the 48, as those guys are actually doing a little bit of battle, or we're doing a little bit of battle side by side. I tried to get over, just not quite quick enough. Yeah, absolutely, Worm Rider. Miller Genuine Draft, MGD. More and more guys going down pit road. See the 8 car of Smitty pulling his car down pit road. Now back to Boehner. I see the 48, the Aviator, on his outside. So again, I'm thinking that Boehner is really trying to save some gas. And I tell you, in post-race interviews the other night between F&L Bowling and I apologize right now. The other guy is kind of eluding me. But Bowling was not too happy with the way Boehner won that race. Boehner says he could have got it done on speed, but yet he got it done on fuel. Yeah, not the way that you want to race. Hopefully next year, again, we can do something with the settings, and we can make it more about the speed and the handling, and the way you've got your car set up for the lawn versus saving gas. Looks like the Aviator's got a little bit of I'm sorry, not the Aviator. Stout Whiskey's got a little bit of company coming, as you see the 18 back there, and I think that's going to be that's the 9 of Amore Smoke. I'm going to try to grab us a top 5 again as soon as I can. Still on the Aviator stream. He's got just a laps left. I'm going to switch over to Boehner's stream. He's got the same thing. It's all about the laps there. Back to the 3 of JCX12, trying to look to the inside of NNR Smitty. You can see Dohar riding behind them. You see the 8 actually kind of diamond out that corner and got an amazing launch off the corner. They're going to make just a little bit of contact. 3's again going to slide up. The 8 didn't have the same line through the corner. Let's see if he's able to do that here. But still side by side, 8's going to go ahead and try to get that great launch. And yep, there it is again. Absolutely diamond in the corner, because got into the wall just a little bit. That caused the front right to buckle just a tad. So if the 3 car can pull up, and 8 looks like he's either signaling that he's going to take it down next time or this time. Not 100% sure. Yeah, absolutely, Worm. It's pit time. It is pit time. Looks like the 48 was able to get the 88 a lap down. As now the 48's got his sights set on the 8 of Smitty. Yep, there's the 88. A few more guys heading down pit road right now. There's the 11 of Ingall's. Let's see, I know I saw at least 1 or 2 others. 35 of Dan the Lawn Man's working his way on by Stout. I think that might have actually, I don't think that was for position. At least I don't think it was. I don't think Stout would just give up the spot like that. So I'm thinking Dan just trying to work his way back up through the field to try to be the first car, either 1 lap or 2 laps down, depending on what's left. All right, this time at the line, Boehner's saying 17 to go, and he's got 12 laps in a tank. So he did it in stage 1. Have to see if he can save it here in stage 2 as well. I'll actually going to. No, I was thinking about pulling his stream to show, but I won't do that. 48 the Aviators on pit road right now. So looks like the 36 gonna catch up to him. Here we go. 36 allowed the 22 J-Paw on by. Here's the 18 of Rowdy now trying to catch up. J-Paw is back there in 14th place. Master Killer saying Boehner needs to save 4 extra laps, and it needs to save 4 laps needs to save 4 extra laps in 14 laps. Okay, gotcha. Now I know what you're saying. All right. Boy, Rowdy was lucky right there. I thought he might have been a little too low, and if he didn't pull it back, oh, Boehner kind of lose something happened right there. Either that or his stream, not 100% sure. But I'm guessing he got kind of loose right there. On his stream, it doesn't show where the tires are worn or anything like that. I'll actually go ahead and show you what I'm seeing right now. You won't be able to game audio, but you will be able to hear me. Here we go. All right, so yeah, you see Dan the Lawman right in front of him. He's got 9 laps in the tank. As he comes off 3 and 4, he's going to come across that start stripe, and it says that he's got 12 laps to go. So never mind, we got a caution. So all that is out the window. The guys that have pit will be they're going to be all right. So I'm kind of curious. 30 seconds left. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Let's go find NNR.
Hey NNR fans, don't miss any of the action by following or subscribing to Repeat's Twitch channel. Turn on notifications and you'll always know when the best preset league on Xbox hits the track. Check out his YouTube channel too to see all of NNR's past races. Follow No Name Racing as well as Repeat 1975 and others on Twitter, and you'll never miss any of the action.
All right back at it. Of course, you don't miss a thing. We're winding down the last few laps here in Stage 2. Last chance to get your picks in. 48 got a big jump off the corner. 36 of Boehner. There's the 2-car Stout Whiskey. The 3-car JCX 12. 42 of CGMX Rose. 88 of Dohart. 9 of Amore Smoke. They're bobbing up 3 wide behind him. Here's the 88 of Dohart. He's going to kind of get into the 22 just a little bit. That allowed the 9 of Amore Smoke to get on by. Good to see out there, Alpha York. Let's see, 7 laps remaining in Stage 2. 7 laps remaining to get your picks in. Once this this stage caution flag flies, the green and white checker, that is going to be it. You see Boehner fighting for all he can up there, trying to get ahead of this 48. Hasn't quite been able to outbreak him. We'll have to see if he'll actually use that bumper like Rowdy said he would do to get past the 48. Again, he's fighting for max stage points. He's fighting for a spot in the championship race next week. In the spring, it came down to the 48 of the Aviator, 36 of Boehner, and the 8 of Rowdy in third. That was your top 3. Rowdy looks like he's a little bit further back right now. Not quite sure how many lap guys are actually in this mix right now, but the race up front for first, second, and third, you know that is absolutely for real. 4 laps remaining. Still the 36 trying to chase down the 48, the 2-car Stout Whiskey, trying to hope that these two maybe will get together. Maybe the 36 will use a little bit of that bumper and push them both up the track, and the 2 will be able to capitalize. But 2 is in a good place for some stage points. But right now, Boehner won Stage 1. 48 of the Aviator right now is in position to take Stage 2. Stout Whiskey's right there in third. It's going to be a great Stage 3 to say the least. As he came by the line that time, there was 2 laps remaining. We're going to get up front with the 48 of the Aviator. We're going to follow him to these green and white checkers. 1 lap remaining here. Doesn't look like Boehner's going to have anything to. It doesn't look like he's going to have anything as 48 goes down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4, keeping off of the curb all the way around, hard off the corner to the line. 48 of the Aviator is going to go ahead and collect max points in Stage 2. Congratulations, Aviator. You did it in the spring, and it looks like you're on track to knock it out of the park yet again tonight. Boehner P2, Stout Whiskey P3, Augustus in 4th, JCX 12 in 5th. All right, we're going to take another commercial break here. Guys, by the way, all this commercial content is courtesy of the one and only NNR Mountain, or Mountain 13. I'm not quite sure if he's changed his name, but Mountain, if you listen to this, thank you very much, buddy. Let's go to NNRLeague.com.
Hey NNR fans, are you looking for a way to rep your favorite NASCAR Heat Preset League on Xbox Live? Look no further. Just go to nnrleague.com, scroll down to the Zazzle tab, and see what we have to offer. From t-shirts to hoodies to clocks, we have everything you need to show your support. Thanks for being the best fans, and we hope to see you at the track repping that NNR red.
All right, so that's going to be it. All the votes are in. Looks like we're going to start back up front with the 48, the 36 of Boehner 2-car Stout Whiskey, 42 of CGMX Rose, and 9 of More Smoke. A whole big battle behind these guys. There's the 4 Natty Dread, More Smoke to the outside. Ingles down low. He's going to have a little bit of company with the 18 of Rowdy. Rowdy's kind of moving him up the track, trying to take it down low. 8-car Smitty's going to follow. Here comes Gohar. He's going to try to fill that hole as well. He's on the move. He knows where he's got to go. He's working hard to get there. He's got the 9, got the 4 to his outside. He's going to take it into the turn 3 wide. He's going to push that 9 of Moore up the track just a little bit. These two are good friends, golfing buddies. You see Moore giving him a little bit of Fender music. Here comes the 11. Move that 18 up just a few more spots. He is a man on a mission. Oh, absolutely, Worm Rider. You can tell they were on fresh tires. Get all the positions you can while you can, because once you get spread out, that's where the long run definitely comes into play. Looks like 2-car Stout Whiskey was able to get on by the 36 of Boehner. So Stout's just really got to now run his race, see if he can track down the 48. He's been strong, so we'll see if between that one caution and the 2 stages, who's got their car dialed in and able to keep up. Go ahead and get it, Max Killer. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you very much for all of your help, sir. 2 cars, Stout still trying to hold off this 36 car. Gonna keep on going a little back through the field. Here's the 8 of Smitty, right behind the 88 of Joe Hart, and in front of the 35 of Dan the Lawn Man. And in front of all those guys, though, is going to be the 00 of Augustus. Oh, 4 Natty Dread, hard to the outside wall. I actually hear that audio. That's pretty cool. So JCX12 up 1 spot in front of the 4. Going to try to run down and pass this 9 car now, but More Smoke. Again, looks like J-Paw. Big shout out to J-Paw Army. Looks like he was able to get that damage fixed up. Back to the 42 of CGMX Rose. No issue there. Oh yeah, always got a good battle, Coey. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're doing all right. Right now, again, 36 of Boehner riding behind the 2 of Stout Whiskey. 48 of Aviator is absolutely starting to check out. Behind the 36 going to be the 42, the 18 of Rowdy, the 11 of Ingles, and the 9 of More Smoke. That's going to be first through about 6th or 7th. Again, want to thank everybody that's out there in chat. Appreciate all y'all getting in, and not only getting in, but a bunch of y'all got in and got here early. As soon as the stream started, there were 7 popped in and 7 votes right off the bat. Coey, if you're in the booth, you're welcome to join in, bud. Oh, yeah, if that's what you mean. Hey, how are you? I got you, Coey. How are you? I am all right. Kind of watching these guys really get going. Look, Boehner got it done in stage 1 on fuel. Then the 48 got it done in stage 2 after a late stage caution. And right now, 48's back out front with the 2-car stout whiskey, 36 of Boehner. That's going to be your first through third. Behind them is going to be a little bit of a battle, but these guys have been getting after it all night long, Coey. Nice. Well, I don't, man. They've been getting after it. Did you catch the beginning of stage 2? You talk about a guy, trying to get there and get it done. 18 of Rowdy was making sure that he was taking advantage of every single hole that opened up, maybe a little contact to force the hole, but didn't wreck anybody. He said in a tweet earlier today, it was Martinsville. He's going to use that chrome horn if he felt he had to. And as soon as you got new tires, you got to move because once you're spread out, it's always a lot harder to catch back up. As actually we're on the 11 of Ingalls right now with the 18 of Rowdy right behind him, and then the 36 of Boehner. So this is actually a battle, I believe, for 4th place, unless Ingalls did not get that lap back. Not 100% sure. Yeah, with I'm sorry, what'd you say? Oh, yeah. He fights hard every single week. That's why we call him Rowdy. He's not afraid to ruffle a few feathers. He's definitely visited the Coey Hauler a few times. I think this year he even got suspended a few races for some of the antics. Not Rowdy. I think he even got suspended a few races for some of his antics on track. Either this year or I'm thinking about last year. They're definitely bleeding into each other. What's that? Okay. Hold on. I gotta open you up. They're saying that they can't hear you, so there we go, Ken. Yeah, so we're talking, and Master Killer just said he can't hear you. You should be able to hear Coey now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I still got you. I'm sure they'll let us know if they can hear you as well. But yeah, so if Rowdy. In the I went back and I watched the spring race. The Aviator, he had the field on lock. Yeah, Master Killer says it's all good now. Boehner came in second and Rowdy came in third. So with 96 laps to go, a whole lot of racing left, a whole lot of time left to go. Everybody's going to have to pit at least, I would say, twice, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember, or did you run a full fuel run? Do you remember how many laps you were getting on a tank?
I think it was close to 40-ish, 30-something. Can't remember, actually. I was watching Boehner's there while he was trying to save fuel on that first one when I was driving home, so I could see that I think he had to save about 40 laps out of it.
Yeah, Boehner, he did the same thing in the Xfinity race. He saved a ton of gas. We really thought that he wasn't going to have a chance. Swats was up in the booth with me, and we didn't think there was any way he's going to be able to save that much. But no, he got it done.
Yeah, he was definitely letting off. I mean, he was getting to the start, basically almost letting off from the start-finish line, and then on the backstretch, in the middle of the track. So yeah, he was definitely saving. He made it just had enough fuel.
Just enough. Do you want an invite to the race?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I just got all my stuff set up here, and I'm ready to go.
All right, there you are. There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Still working our way through, passing on by the 35 of Dan DeLon, man. Here's the 4 of Natty Dread and his Hunt Brothers Ford Mustang. Looks pretty good. No real damage on that 4. It looks like he might be fighting a little bit of a loose off condition, from the center off, but not too bad.
Yeah, I got my eyes on the Aviator and Boehner at the same time here. I got all of them on my screen, so I can see where they're at right now until I get in here.
Very cool. Yep. That time by when Boehner just passed the start stripe. I think I lost it already. A little bit of a battle ahead of him between J-Pa and in the 22. I'm sorry, J-Pa in the 22 and a 2 car of stout whiskey. But no real
No,
issue.
what about that stout, man? He is really tearing it up tonight.
Yeah, he is. Stout running in second. He said 2 weeks ago he was going to run that MGD car for the rest of the season, and I'll tell you what, if he's going to run this well in that car every week, he needs to load that paint scheme up and just run it with 88 laps remaining here, Coey. 88 laps. We're gonna find out if somebody's gonna win $80. What do you think about that? What I tell you, I really gotta tip my hat to both Boehner and J-Pa for actually putting out their hard-earned money to somebody out here that can actually walk away with $80 Microsoft cash. That can buy you Heat 5 if you haven't already. That can buy you the D in Heat 5 if you didn't buy the Gold Edition. That can buy you other games and other DLC. I mean, there's so much you could do with $80.
Absolutely. I mean, it was great of them to be giving this away, and then J-Paul doing the $5 every week, and now it's accumulated to $80, and hopefully we got a winner. I think you got the Aviator. You have Aviator, Stout, and Boehner in there.
Yep, Aviator, Stout, and Boehner. That's first through third right now. I think Master Killer's been out there keeping track of all the picks for me. Master Killer, that's good. That's a good question. Does anybody actually have Aviator, Stout, and Boehner as their picks?
It would be my 3 for tonight. I mean, those 3 been running strong all night long. I don't really see anybody really catching them.
I said in the beginning, I mentioned how Aviator and Boehner came in first and second, and then Rowdy was third in the spring. Actually, Master Killer is saying that his picks are first through third. So how about that?
There you go, Master Killer.
Yep.
He knows who to pick.
Yep. 83 laps here to go. Rowdy right now is actually running in 10th, so not the race that he wanted, but we're still in the middle of pit stops here.
And he puts him right in the middle of Boehner and Stout right now.
Yep, sure does.
Oh, there goes Stout's going down the pit right now. That's what. Boehner's got 19 to go.
No, not at all, Cole or Q-Dog. No way. Yep, Stout down pit road. Looks like Smitty. He's also on pit road, going to fix up some of that damage. 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods. Fill it up with Sunoco race fuel. Get back out on track. And Master saying unless Boehner falls out of the top 3 to Rowdy, then it would be Worm Rider's picks. So Worm has the second group of cars that it would be if the race was to end without Boehner in the top 3.
Rowdy looks like he's just bouncing off the walls a little bit there. A lap or 2 ago. I think he's fighting that car a little bit tight.
Yeah, we saw Dohar kind of doing the same thing earlier. I guess he kind of fell out of rhythm after running the Road America Pro League race tonight, and he was kind of bouncing off the walls a little bit.
Yeah, I can see Dohar now. He looks like he's struggling pretty hard on this short track here.
Looking ahead from the 42 is CGMX Rose. You got the 4 of Nat Dread, 3 of JCX12, and I believe that's going to be the 00 of Augustus just in front of them. So these 4 cars are pretty much all nose to tail. In front of them, you see the 88 of Dohar, the 2-car of Stout Whiskey up there just a little bit further. It looks like we got 77 laps remaining. These guys are clicking off laps right around 20 to 21 seconds, depending on which lap it is. But Boehner still running in second. Now 76 to go. I actually was just with the 48, gonna kind of look backwards from the 48, and there is nobody in his rear view. Right now, the Aviator can easily just run his line, run his laps, try to run qualifying times every bit as he's coming up on a pack of 5 cars, though this will definitely impede the flow that he's got going on. May actually break into his rhythm just a little bit.
Yeah, the one car I'm surprised about that Aviator just passed, I guess lapped, is Rose. He really seems like he's. Oh, it looks like he just went out of the race.
Oh yeah. Well,
Just decided to park it. I think as soon as he saw Aviator pass him.
that's
He
kind
had
of
enough.
unfortunate. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, Rose knows with his win in the first race in this round at Road America, he grabbed that win, and he knows that when we get to Atlanta next week, he's racing for a championship. Just the same as the More Smoke. He got it done in Michigan. He knows that he's racing for a championship. Last week we didn't have a first-time winner, so we're 2 people will punch their way through tonight. One very, very likely is going to be the 48 of the Aviator. Even if it's him, he's really good on points. But you've got Stout Whiskey, you've got Boehner, and you've got the 18 of Rowdy, all trying to be that other guy. So
Absolutely, you got Aviator in the pits right now.
Yep, Aviator's down pits. See the 36 car in second place has not passed him yet. So this goes to show what kind of a lead the 48 had. The 36 is just now coming off 3 and 4, coming across the line, and he just now passed the 40, put himself up into P1. So the 48 had almost a full lap on second place. So he's definitely getting it done.
He's still got 9 laps of fuel left, so he is definitely on the save mode again.
Yeah. I was mentioning a little ago how upset Bowling was about the amount of laps that Boehner saved on fuel. How that saying that's not racing and whatnot. It's part of it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of fuel racing either.
I am definitely not either. I mean, I've actually even won one myself on fuel, and it just doesn't feel the same. But it's a hard thing when you got some of these guys on shifters and some not.
Oh, we got a
caution. Definitely I want to look into. Oh yeah, we do have a caution
out. The 9 of a More Smoke went around and collected a few cars, and that's going to bring the caution out with 68 laps remaining. So that fuel that Boehner was saving and all those people that went down on pit road, that's going to bring a few people and put them a lap down. That puts Boehner to the lead, Augustus in second, and JCX12 in third. So guys, there's another big old shakeup in this running order, and if we go green the rest of the way, guess what that means? I don't think anybody picked Boehner, Augustus, and JCX. So, man, oh man, we might be racing for $85 next week. Oh, let's go ahead and work our way up towards the front of the pack. Let's see. Looks like Augustus has decided to park it as well. So your front row right now is going to be the double O of Augustus, 36 of Boehner. Just gave him a massive shot to the rear end. 3 of JCX 12, 88 of Boehner behind the 3, 36. He's boxed in.
You guys are fighting hard.
Yep, he wants to go. Boehner knows that he's got a fast car, but you can't just push and shove your way through. You got to be somewhat cautious. Battle for the lead still. Double O into 3 on that front row. 36.
Here comes Rowdy. Rowdy's moving up there. He's taking it inside on Dohar, pushing Dohar out of the way.
Kind of working my way back up toward them. There's the Aviator and Dohar.
Aviator got squished in the way. Yeah. Aviator's going to fight his way back up.
Now, we'll have to see. Aviator's now a lap down. Wow. 11 of Ingalls and the 88 of Dohar are not the best of friends right now. Just saw the 11 just door checking the 88 over and over and over again, going down the backstretch into the corner. Dohar's going to let that slide for now. I'm going to guess there'll be something
Aviator's on the inside of Rowdy.
Yep. my way up. There we go. Aviator, like you said, the inside of Rowdy, 00 right behind these guys. Again, 00 of Augustus. He started on the outside with the 3 at JCX12. Let's go ahead and bring it on back to the front, see where we stand. Looks like gonna be that 3 for all you JCX fans that are out there. Right now, JC is in the lead, 36 of Banner, P2, Stout Whiskey. I'm not sure if he's in P3 or not. I know that he got caught a lap down when that caution came out.
Like there's a little lag going on.
Yeah. A little bit of
That
room
was a
instability
caution,
right
but
now.
gotta be a lot of instability. This race is insane.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun so far. It really has.
I'm glad I'm in the booth now.
You have some of those races where it's like, okay, here's the green flag, and okay, what do we got now? But no, these guys have kept it entertaining all night long. Stout's still digging right there behind Boehner, 48 of the Aviator behind Stout. I'm guessing those two are racing to be the first car one lap down if we get a another caution. So yeah, we'll have to see. But how about this 3-car JCX12 racing for Carl Motorsports in the lead? Actually, here's a challenge by Boehner for that lead.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 hit the wall there a little bit and probably lost his momentum.
Yeah, he kind of slapped that wall coming off of turn 4 as they went by the line. That time was 56 laps remaining. Boehner has now taken over the lead. JCX12 back to P2. Does Aviator Stream show if he's on the lead lap or not?
Yeah, it's showing him in 3rd place.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he must have been the lucky dog. Or got the wave around one or the other.
Yep. So Aviator, who's really good on points, he doesn't really have to worry about this race. I mean, he could almost finish last with 14 cars on the track, especially after that stage win, and he'd be good. The Boehner, he needs this win. He also won stage 1, so he's all right. Right now he's sitting ahead of Stout, but if Stout doesn't fall too far back, it may not be enough. I think Stout came in 2 points ahead of Boehner, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, as they continue to scroll across the bottom, Stout Whiskey has 53 points. Boehner has 55. So yeah, there's only a 2-point difference. But Boehner won the stage, Stout Whiskey didn't. So that Boehner would be ahead of him by points right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see where they actually came in on the 2nd stage, but yeah, that's 2 extra points right there.
Looks like we might have another wreck here.
We have a caution.
Yep, we got another caution here, guys.
I don't know if that was who that was on. Oh, Boehner hitting the wall, but I don't know if that was on him as I turned my head.
Yeah, I think that was after the caution. We got 51 laps remaining. After fueling, you can go 48, so these can easily save a couple laps. But now the guys on the lead lap are going to be Boehner, Aviator, JCX12, Augustus, and a more smoke. The next person to get 1 lap back would be Stout Whiskey. He's 2 laps down, and then Dohard, Dan the Lawman. Everybody behind them is 4 or more laps, including the 18 of Rowdy. He's currently sitting 4 laps back, and we're going to rack and stack them back up here again, Coey.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting restart. Got Aviator and Boehner back in the front row.
Yep, the two, arguably the 2 fastest guys so far, going to the front row. Got the 3-car JCX12, 00 of Augustus, and it's the 9 of Amore Smoke in P5. But right now, the 2 fastest guys, side by side, coming down the backstretch, heading into turn 3. Boehner looks like he might have a little bit of a lag. Either that or just a little bit of room and stability. Give 48 a little bit of a shove, moves him up the track. Aviator able to keep it off the wall. Still a little bit of surge showing on that 36. Again, though, could be the lobby.
Yeah, looks like a lot more jump. Oh, there goes the 3, spins around. Yep. And there goes J-Paul and the 11.
Yep,
I think we're going to see another
caution.
Oh,
put it out! As Dave Hoots said last year during the Pro League, put it out! So, yeah, that's going to be another one. Now from here,
Let's
if
see.
everybody pits and grabs tires, grabs fuel, they can all go the distance, and that gives Stout Whiskey 1 lap back. So if another caution should come out, he would get back on the lead lap. But still, first through 6 is the Aviator, Boehner, Augustus, More Smoke, and JCX12. So if the race was to end right here off of that caution, if anybody had Aviator, Boehner, and Augustus, there's your $80 richer.
All right, looks like Boehner and Aviator are pitting, so we're all these front guys taking tires.
Yep, all those guys taking tires, taking fuel. They can now go the distance. They should not have to pit anymore. 48 the Aviator on the inside, 36 outside, 00 and the 9. They were side by side. Looks like the 9's going to get a great launch off the corner. He's going to take third position. Boehner and Aviator having to block just a little bit. Here they are challenging for the lead.
Or just gave Aviator a nice shove.
I agree with you 100%, Rock. This is going to get intense. This is for all the marbles. This is for an NNR championship and a 1-year subscription to Xbox Live, courtesy of the one and only Rock NASCAR. If you're out, if you're still out there, Rock, never mind. I see your message. Thank you very much. Yes, you are. So looks like the 48 was able to win that little bit of a battle with the 36 and the 9 of a More Smoke. Put the 48 back up front. And this 48 is deadly when he's got the lead. We'll have to see as they work out. Looks like JC's going to be able to pass the 9 of a More Smoke to put that 3 car back in P3.
Yeah, Moore's not going away here. He's still like, this is my last regular season. I want another win.
Yeah, Moore, he's been fast all season. I mean, last year he had, I believe it was 7 wins. He really caught fire after the All-Star race. In fact, I think he won the All-Star race, then went on.
Actually, I think he had 8 wins and 9 with the All-Star race.
Look, Dave, good to see you as well. How you doing there, bud? Long time. Kind of working our way through the field a little bit. Again, Boehner kind of challenging this 48. Looks like he's able to dive into the corner just a little bit more. 48 is able to keep the distance between himself and this 36. It seems like they're actually running the same line. But I think the first one to hit the wall is probably going to be the one that's going to end up in P2, because these guys are running identical times, running the same line around this track, kind of diamonding out the corners. And it looks like the 36 is starting to pull away from the 3 by just a little bit.
Aviator looks like he's got a little bit more speed coming out of the turn than Boehner does. About like miles an hour difference.
John Fry hoping for a race between Boehner and Stout. He'd rather see that, please, than Boehner in the 48. Wants to see Stout work his way back up there. He's hoping for one more caution so Stout gets back on the lead lap. But right now, your top 3 is still the Aviator, Boehner, JCX12. Behind them is a More Smoke and the 00 old buckshot of Augustus.
You got old buddy Lefebvre out there.
Yeah, it's good to see
Haven't seen him in a
Lefebvre.
while. Yeah, we missed him.
Yeah, Lefebvre, just like I've told many people, man, work and family, or life and family first, and unfortunately sometimes, work dictates what you can or what you can't do. I definitely hope to see you back, though, when we start the next season. I'm going to guess what, Coey, in about a month's time, over on Heat 5?
And we're looking about that. Might be a hair longer. Trying to see if we can pull in and recruit some better drivers. Not better drivers, but more drivers for next season.
Gotcha.
Take a little bit more time to straighten things out before we rush it too early.
Yeah, I've been getting messages from Mr. Slide Job about what races I'd be able to broadcast in that 42 league community thing that's being put on, and I told him, I said, man, I can't tell you exactly what nights I can or can't broadcast because I don't know what the next NNR season is going to look like, when it's starting up, and all that. So yeah, it's kind of still up in the air a little bit.
I will try to keep you free so you can help him out as well.
Well, they got a whole host of broadcasters. Atlanta Racing's in there, Frozen's in there, Dohar's in there. There's Word Burton's in there. I mean, there's quite a few really good broadcasters in there to help out as well. Definitely not just me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good amount of good broadcasters there too.
All right, so looking here at the Aviator, just got by the 88 of Dohar. So Dohar and Boehner have not been the best of friends. Let's see if Dohar actually. No, he's not going to block the progression of that 36. He did the respectable thing, I should say, and moved over, let Boehner go, see if he can't run down the Aviator to move on ahead. Alpha York out there saying, I'm not even racing and I'm nervous. Yeah, Alpha York, there's a lot at stake going on here.
Yeah, I was watching that run between Boehner and 88 as well, Dohar, and it was a clean pass, so
yep.
I appreciate that. I don't need more guys sent to the hauler.
Dohart looks like he's going to do the same thing for Stout Whiskey and pull on over, let that 2-car go, as 2-car now has the third place car of JCX12 in his sights. Going to try to get up and get past him. Looks like Stout's actually got a pretty good long run car. He's kind of ran down that 3 and able to keep it going.
Yeah, Stout's what? On third place? Fourth place? What's he in fourth?
Stout is in fourth place right now. Fourth. Yep. He's actually gotten past the more smoke. 24 laps remaining, guys. So right now your top 3, if anybody's got it out there, Aviator, Boehner, and JCX12. JC's only got a 1.1 second over that 2-car Stout Whiskey. Now we'll have to see. I don't think he will. JC and Stout are friends, but I don't know if JC would actually pull over, let Stout take third place. I don't know if he's got it in him. JC is all about the best possible finish, not only here on NASCAR. I know he likes to race a lot on Forza and whatnot as well. The guy's a racer. I've known him for years. Loves.
Yeah, he definitely loves the races. He wants to get on that podium just as much as anyone.
Yep. Let's keep on going through. Master Killer saying, hang on. Asbel has the top 3 picks. So Asbel has Aviator, Boehner, and JC. Asbel, haven't you won enough this
I was going to say, yeah, he's not eligible. He's ineligible.
Oh, my God. Asbel, go away. No, I didn't, buddy. If that's the way that it turns out, man, good luck, sir. Catching back up with the 48. Looks like he was just able to get by the 22 of J-Pa. Looks like the next car that's kind of up there in the distance is going to be the 18 of Rowdy. Rowdy definitely not having the night that he thought he'd have as the Aviator comes across the line again. Go ahead and let's see that time by. It looks like there was 20. Kind of faded out on me. That's right. I'll check with Boehner's stream. Looks like it's good. Oh, that 19 to go.
You got you talk about Stout with a long run car, but it looks like he's starting to get some pressure from the 11 and the 9 now are all over his bumper. I know Stout's starting to fall back a little bit here.
Yeah, the 11 is definitely all over the 2. I don't know if the 11 will actually. I don't know. These guys are all racers, Coey. They all want to finish the best they can. Ingalls has not done as well on Ford as he did in Heat 3. So you know that he wants to make it into the top 3 as well. And actually, Ingalls is not racing Stout for position, so never mind. Even if Ingalls gets on by the 2, it would still be him in that spot. However, behind Ingalls is the 9, and he is racing for position.
Yeah, I didn't realize 11 was a lap down.
Boehner still in P2. Looks like he's just about just a little over 3 seconds behind the Aviator. So again, your top three: Aviator, Boehner, JCX12. Behind them is going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey and the 9 of A More Smoke. Again, the only guys that know for sure that they are racing this week at Atlanta Motor Speedway for a championship is the 42 of CGMX Rose. He's on pit road. He parked it. Something, not sure if his equipment wasn't working right or what, or just maybe frustrated after the Pro League race tonight. Not quite sure. As we come to 14 to go that time by, and the 9 of A More Smoke through his win at Michigan. Aviator, he's racked up all kinds of points, so he knows that he's not only safe if he wins tonight, he's good to go. But I'm going to guess that Boehner would have made up enough points tonight to take that 4th spot. So
yeah, it's looking that way. It looks like Rowdy's not. Looks like if things stay the way they are, Rowdy's not going to make it this year, which will be the first time he hasn't made the playoffs.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago when they were allowed to run all 3 seasons. He took all 3 series championships in the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup. And if I'm not mistaken, because of some of the changes in rules, no one's been able to duplicate that.
No.
So
that's why we kept them as top guys out of the lower series this season. The Aviator doesn't seem to have any traffic ahead of him, so he looks like he's got smooth sailing, and it doesn't look like Boehner's going to be able to catch him.
No, he's actually Aviator's kind of gapped him even more. Aviator is now 5.5 over Boehner. So all that strategy that some of these different people tried to use, the fuel or whatever, because of that. Those almost back-to-back cautions, that kind of threw a big old monkey wrench in, and everybody was able to make it from there on out.
Yeah, well, they had to try to pull something out because Aviator just dominates at these short tracks, and these are the kind of tracks where you can understand people are going to try what they can try when it comes down to making it to the championship race.
4-car Natty Dread was swerving all over the place. I was afraid that if he spun out, that could have spelled certain doom for that 48's. 4's up into the wall. Don't come back down the track. There you go. Yeah,
just as that said, he had clean sailing. Natty's right there.
Right. So, Harvick fan out there, how are you, Harvick? Good to see you. Asbel out there double checking, make sure that all of his picks were recorded and Master Killer verified for him. Yep, they are good to go. So right now, Asbel's got the pick for your top 3: Aviator, Boehner, and JCX. Again, we got the 3 backwards. Got the 88. Let's see.
Oh, there's Boehner.
There's a caution. What?
Wow.
Caution with 5 laps remaining. Oh, wow. Boy.
And that was between the 88 and Boehner, wasn't it? Johar and Boehner.
I think so. I hope he didn't wait for him.
Wow. I turned my head at the last minute. I did not. I saw just those 2 cars spinning.
Well, yeah. My camera was on Johar, so you'll have to kind of go back and watch and see. I was looking at Boehner's stream for a lap count, and yeah. So we'll have to Rock NASCAR said I said intense. 88 and 18 and the Boehner got into it. So we're gonna reset. Here's 36 and 18, double O of Augustus.
Boehner's on the inside.
Yep, the 9 of A More Smoke. That's gonna be your top 4.
Oh boy! Oh no!
Get down and block. We got 3 new people now. We got Boehner, Aviator, Boehner, and A More Smoke. Last week nobody picked A More Smoke. That's why the purse went up to $80. Here comes
He's
JCX
back up
12,
there.
passed on by.
Oh god, this is intense. Intense.
Yes, it is. They are all over the place in the back. Boehner's
Oh,
going to lose.
it's bouncing off the wall. There goes Boehner's in the wall.
Yep, Boehner in the
Looks
wall.
like there's
Now
a caution.
it's going to end under caution.
Oh,
I
the
think
race is over.
race is over.
Oh
I think
man.
it's going to be the 48, the 3, and the 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Let's see. Just waiting on. Come on, come on, come on. I think it's 43. I'm sorry, the
Got
48,
Aviator,
the 3,
JC,
and
and
the
more.
9. So, yeah. So, the top 3, Aviator, JCX 12, and a more smoke. Master Killer, talk to me, sir.
Boehner got Stout by 1. Boehner got 5th. Stout got 6th. Dan 7th. Dohar 8th. Rowdy
48,
9th. Natty
3,
10th.
and the 9. 48, 3,
Wow.
and the 9. Lot of. No one. oh, man. No one had the top 3. I tell you, these late cautions has been crazy. Oh, man. Nope, Bot, you're right. Bot plays. Nobody had that top 3. Killer verifying. Nobody had the top 3, so we're going to back out of this. Get back over to our post-race booth, courtesy of the one and only NNR Coey. Let's see. All right, I'm going to close out that stream.
We don't want to bring the chat into this, I'll tell you that.
Sorry, Aswell. Yeah, it's been crazy these last several weeks. But guys, that means that next week the pot is up to $85, 85 smackers. And I asked J-Pa what he wanted to do with the money if nobody won, and he said disseminate it amongst the 3 champions. So that's pretty cool. That he didn't want the. He's not just going to keep the codes for himself. He's going to go ahead and still give it away. I'm going to double check with Boehner and see if he wants me to do the same thing with the money. But guys, thank you all very, very much for coming on out. I think at one point we had almost 30 viewers out there in chat, carrying on, talking about the race, talking about picks, voting for their and rooting for their guy. These guys in NNR, they race extremely hard. It's just wasn't meant to be tonight. Harvick fan saying Aswell is punching air right now, shadow boxing. Just waiting on one more. I see JCX in here, and I see a more smoke. There's our winner, the Aviator. He's in the booth. So, Amor, you came in 3rd, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Coey, you want to take a more?
Sure.
All right.
What's up there, Amor?
What's happening?
Not much, buddy. I used some intense racing out there. I'm glad I just kept myself up here in the booth.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yes, it was. You were fighting hard all night long. As much as I saw between the end of stage 2 and stage 3.
Oh yeah, man. I was a lap down early. I kind of got in my own little incident and went a lap down, and everybody kind of saved gas too, so it kind of screwed me. Went 2 laps down, stayed out on 2 tires to get a wave around, and got lucky. And yeah, man, killed Stout early when I was coming to pit road. Got into a wreck. Total my fault, but
Well, it's the last race of the season, and I know you want to go out with one more win, but it seemed like you raced pretty clean most of the time there, and gave it your all
other than
before the
mistake,
championship
I feel like
race.
I raced everybody pretty clean, but yeah, it was a pretty whiff move, but honestly.
Think there's anything else you could have done to get up there, or is Aviator and Boehner and those guys just a little too strong?
Probably should have loosened it up for that last run, but I think I had about a 3rd place car. I was really a lot better on the long run than the short run, but I don't think I had the winning car by no means.
Were you
We'll
trying
see next
to?
week though.
Yeah, well, you're pretty much down and in see how good your car is for Atlanta, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Of course. So we're more focused on Atlanta than Martinsville, but still happy I could compete other than the last race I was on controller, so felt a little bit better on the wheel with Martinsville. So it's a tough track.
How the wheels working out for you on these short tracks?
I like them a lot better. You could have your car a little bit looser. You can kind of manage getting loose off the exit, manage the throttle a little bit better than the controller. So, especially in the long run, you can kind of manage the throttle up and down a little bit better.
Well, you got yourself ready for Atlanta next week, so good luck to you there. And you got any shout outs for tonight?
Shout out to Pete for broadcasting. I know he's struggling for HD to come in and looking for somebody new. I guess you kind of filled that role tonight since you were a little late.
I tried.
So shout out to you two for broadcasting with him.
All right, sir. Well, good luck in Atlanta next week, and I can't wait to see the action there. And hopefully,
appreciate it, man.
Back on the track. Pete, you got JC there who tried to mess up the top three there.
I tell you, JC, but you know what? I can't say that he completely messed up the top three because he was actually in a pick tonight. If I'm not mistaken, who did they say it was? Hold on. It was not Harvick. Asbel. I think Asbel had the top three at the time. So yeah, JC, man, I was curious if you were going to stay behind Stout while we were on those last 20 laps there in stage 3, because that he's running for a championship, or if you were actually going to attempt to pass him. What did you need in those last 10 or so laps before that caution came out to try to make your way up to the front?
It's just track position. That's the only thing. If you could run out front and not have to deal with other cars around you, I mean, you could get half a track on second or whatever after a full green flag run. And so I was just a half a track behind every time. Definitely not the second fastest car, but maybe the second fastest strategy tonight. I wanted to run as hard as I could because I knew either way, Boehner and Stout were so close. And I know that with you on the other foot, I'd want someone running as hard as they can to either keep that guy behind them or whatever. So I was just trying to keep it fair there. But heck of a finish there at the end. I wish I had maybe 5 more laps or 2 more laps at Aviator, but this wasn't meant to be tonight. Come up short once again.
Man, you came up short once again. P2 spot. I think this ties your best finish for the year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I have not won this year. This will be my best finish, second again.
Yeah, well, man, you're getting better and better. I mean, I can honestly say you're ending up in that spotlight more and more often as I'm going through the cameras, following the leaders around these tracks, and I'm mentioning JCX12. I mean, you're there, but just like I told Parzival earlier in the season, if you keep going with the consistent finishes, that you're gonna have to be the first one to see that checkered flag. One spot away tonight, but still, man, great finish for you tonight. I'm hoping that when we move on over to Heat 5, I'll still be shouting out your name here with NNR. Definitely love seeing you, love talking to you. I think you're a hell of a guy.
Thank you, Pete. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what who I'm going to drive for next year or whatever, but I'll be on the racetrack wherever that may be for driving for whoever.
10-4, buddy. Any shout outs from you, man?
I appreciate just all the effort put in by all the admins over the whole season. Really, we got one more week to go, Pete. Everything you do for the league, just glad to be a part of it, man.
I'm glad you're a part of it as well. Well, Coey, I guess you get the distinguished honor for the first time to go ahead and chat it up with the one and only Aviator, tonight's winner.
Aviator, what are you going out there just showing off how great you are?
I wish. Rose let me have that one.
Oh, you seem like you had that one wrapped up a long time early in the race. You definitely were pouring it on. Definitely. I mean, Boehner was sticking with you for a little while, but you were in your own zip code most of that race, despite some of the fuel mileage saved by Boehner. But you definitely had a strong car tonight.
for
How did
sure. I don't
feel
know.
like you had any pressure?
Not not entirely, besides like Boehner, but I think I put together a good race and came home with the dub.
You definitely got it done. Did you feel like you got a strong car for Atlanta?
I hope so. I hope to get #2 in the titles before I retire, but you never know.
Back
Might
to
not matter
back.
if you have a good car. We'll see.
Well, you definitely had a strong car tonight. Is there anything else that anyone else you think could have done to help stay with you, or what mistakes you were making, or did you have any mistakes? Have any
I
problems
did
getting
have
the
a
car off the
few.
turns?
Yeah, I had a couple, just mainly trying to get around cars because I took the option of staying with nearly default, so the car got pretty loose. So when I had to lap people, even if they let me go, I had a hard time getting back on the throttle and nearly screwed myself a couple times. But I think I was able to control the car a little bit better than some and help on the long run. And that kind of, as you saw at the end there, Boehner was definitely up there in the short run, but I was able to control the car a little bit more on the long run. But otherwise, I think I put together a good enough race. I think I could say I deserved that one. On to next week, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. You just had a strong car tonight. I mean, Amore was trying to work his way up there here and there. I still don't think he might have had enough for you. He said as he said, he thought he had a third place car, but yeah, you definitely were in your own zip code tonight, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Got any shout outs or for tonight?
Absolutely. Like, shout out to you, Pete, HD, Stout, everyone who's been running this past 4 seasons. Couldn't ask for a better group of people to race with every week. And I'm excited to have the chance to end it really well into my retirement, going off to college. So excited. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Good luck in college, and hope you can get yourself another championship.
You know,
Aviator
Pete.
Wick, I'm just gonna throw you. I'm just gonna throw some numbers at you. You ready?
of course.
All right. 810 total points, second only to CGMX Rose. No, you didn't miss a single race this year. So you got 34 starts. Next week will be your 35th. So 0 missed races. You only had a couple of issues where you lagged out or whatever about 3 times.
Yeah.
But in your wins, polls, top 5, top 10s, and your playoff points, you're talking 5 wins tonight makes 6. You got a poll. You got 17 top 5s, 20 top 10s, 22 playoff points. So 22 stage wins, I'm guessing that means. And again, only second in total season points to CJMX Rose, and he had 10 wins. So even though he had double the wins or close to double the wins after tonight, making 6, I think if you were just a little bit closer, or maybe 3 DNFs, I think you would have been right there. You would have been not only locked in for the championship race next week. Congratulations, sir. But I think you would have been top of the board on the overall season points as well. And when you're talking about retiring, going off to college, I really hope one day, maybe 8 years down the road, I'm boarding a plane out of RDU, and I'm walking by the captain and the stewardesses, and I see you, greeting everybody coming on by. If you're patrolling the friendly skies in a bus, as the line says in enemy, what is it, cross enemy lines or something like that. But or if you're still thinking about going off and doing the military thing, either in the Navy or Air Force. I know we talked about it a while back, but buddy, if I don't get a chance to talk to you later on, congratulations for tonight. You last year you came in clutch at Kansas, and you got the win, propelled yourself all the way through, and you ended up with the championship tonight. You didn't need to come in clutch. You had a stockpile of points to fall back on if you had a little bit of an off night. But I talked about you in the beginning of the race about how you dominated spring race, nearly lapping the entire field. And tonight, man, you went on and you got it done again. Congratulations, and the best of luck at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Thanks so much, man.
You're very
I want a free
welcome.
flight. Screw that. I don't want you give us some free flights. Do a
But
couple back rolls.
Coey, thank you very much for popping up in the booth. I guess if you're gonna run late to starting the race, you might as well come on up, say hey, and yeah, get it done with me. But
No problem, buddy. And thanks all
guys,
for what
that's
you've
get
done all season, buddy.
what's that?
Thanks for everything you've done all season.
Oh no, absolutely welcome. I'm glad to do it. I'm sure if you've gone back and you've watched the streams, I've said many times I definitely wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Um,
Well, we're glad to have you.
as far as I go, guys, that's going to be it for this week in the NNR series at Martinsville. It's gonna be a barn burner next week at Atlanta. Trucks are going to start off first Sunday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Right here, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to crown a champion. Watt Racing and Asbel, I'm sure that they're going to be fighting hard. Watt trying to retain his championship. Asbel trying to take it away. I don't recall the other two guys that made it through right now, but yeah, we do have top four there. Then on Tuesday night, we've got Boehner, we've got Parzival, we've got Asbel, and we've got Fatless Dig. All four of those guys will be vying for their Xfinity Series champion. So that series will have a brand new champion. Smitty decided not to try to defend his title there. He was concentrating more on Cup, and then of course we just talked to the Aviator. He's going to go ahead and try to defend his title next Thursday night when hopefully HD Motorsports is back in the booth with me. And again, that race will be for $85. If somebody out there can choose the correct top three without incident. But until then, please be safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you guys somewhere around the track, either here on Heat 4 or Heat 5. Later.